How to be Human by Paygam Mustafa. We live in an age marked by profound contradiction. Technological advancement has never been greater, yet poverty persists. Connectivity spans the globe, yet loneliness, mistrust, and division are rampant. Material wealth grows exponentially, while humanitarian and moral bankruptcy deepens. Despite centuries of so-called progress, human suffering remains entrenched, and injustice continues to thrive. Why? Because our evolution, our real evolution, has stalled. The human being today is a remarkable creature. We have split the atom, decoded the genome, and reached the stars. But these achievements, for all their ingenuity, are only external. They tell us what we can do, not who we are. And therein lies the problem. We has developed tools, but not values. Systems, but not peace. Power, but not wisdom. This book is about a different kind of evolution, not physical or technological, but moral and humanitarian. It shows how people must now consciously choose to become truly human. That means evolving beyond the narrow confines of greed, ego, prejudice, and apathy. It means developing not just intellect, but character. It is a call to step forward from biological survival to a human civilization. The urgency of this call is undeniable. Today's world is disfigured by deepening economic disparity, environmental collapse, rising authoritarianism, and global disunity. From food banks in affluent nations to war zones ignored by media headlines, the signs are clear. Society is not well. Institutions built to serve are now corrupted by self-interest. Leaders are no longer trusted. The common person is often unheard, unseen, and unprotected. And yet, we dare to ask, why is the world in such a state? The honest answer is that too many of us have yet to become fully human. We are born as Homo sapiens, but being truly human is a conscious, cultivated achievement. It requires effort, awareness, and above all, values, universal values. Compassion, justice, truthfulness, and integrity are not cultural preferences or religious ideals. They are the bedrock of humanity itself. These are the qualities that distinguish us from the animal instincts of domination, deception, and selfishness. When we act according to these principles, we evolve, not just as individuals, but as humans. And when entire societies embed these values in their foundations, they flourish. Communities that uplift the individual become stronger themselves, and individuals who grow in moral stature elevate the world around them. It is a reciprocal relationship, the individual and society, evolving together. But this progress is not automatic. It demands intention and participation. Evolution, once a passive process, is now in our hands. For the first time in history, mankind is not merely subject to destiny, we are its creators. And if we fail to seize this opportunity, if we continue to live as animals, driven by the survival instinct and collective indifference, then we cannot complain when society remains fractured and unjust. A better world cannot exist without better people. The time for apathy is over. The time for complaint without contribution has passed. We must strive, not for perfection, but for progress. Not for uniformity, but for unity. To evolve means to become worthy of the term human, not just in form, but in function and purpose. This book begins with a question: what does it mean to be human? The answer is not a biological fact, or a legal status. It is a moral condition for a planned evolution. A human being is one who sees the suffering of others and responds. One who values dignity over dominance. One who commits to the common good not out of obligation, but because they see it as part of a life that adds value to living. Religion, politics, culture, these are not necessarily the enemy. But they must serve a greater purpose, the nurturing of human beings in the fullest sense. When they fail to do this, when they divide, exploit, or blind, they become impediments to evolution. The challenge before us is to transcend these divisions by embracing shared values. Values that lie at the heart of every great humanitarian tradition, and at the core of our best selves. To be human is a potential, not a guarantee. It is a status that must be earned through thought, action, and intent. It begins with the self, but does not end there. It continues in how we shape our societies, influence our cultures, and steward our world. Let this book be both mirror and map, showing where we are, and where we might go. Let it remind us that we are not just products of history, but now are architects of the future. And let it inspire us to grasp, with both hands, the opportunity to evolve. To become, at last, truly human. It's a broken world with broken people. To make it a better world, we need better people. Here is the solution: how to be human. Raise the measure of your endeavor. If individuals are good, then society will unfailingly be good. For your free book, enter your email in the comment.